Cheers, beautiful people. This is John at Aged in Oak again. Um, so one of the things that I want to do on the channel is blind fights, whatever you want to call it. And a friend of mine, name is Gavin, sent me a message the other day and said that he had tried the 1792 foolproof, and it was a little too hot for him, but he wanted to know what I thought. And I said, hey, well, I've got a couple different 1792s. How about I do a video comparing them? I said, do you want me to just do a comparison between the four of them, or would you like me to do a blind? And he says, do a blind. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got 1792 small batch, 1792 bottled in bond, 1792 single barrel, and of course the 1792 foolproof. So I'm going to taste through these, and I'm going to put them in order from the one I like the least to the one I like the most. They're 1792, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to like all of them, but we're going to do this to see which one of the four that I prefer. Now, the three of them are in the 90 to 100 proof range, and then the foolproof is at 125. So unless my proof DAR is off, I'm going to know the 1792 foolproof when I get to it, but the point is not necessarily, that one's going to be off by itself. And it's not necessarily going to mean that that's the one I like the most. But the goal here is to give me and Gavin and anybody else here who is interested an idea of which one of these I like the most, or how each of them sit in comparison to the other. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do on the flavor notes, but the goal here is to just kind of rank them from what I like the least to what I like the most. So to start out, I've got 4 glasses here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I don't know if you can see the etchings on these very well, but this is, if I can get it in there just right, my Evan Williams Glen. This one is my Hard Truth. This one is Michter's. And this one is Heaven Hill. Now, I don't know. I mean, I know the four whiskeys that are here. I do not know which glass that they're in. My lovely wife Desiree, hooked me up on this, and she's got everything written down, and she's waiting for me to make a fool out of myself on this. And don't be surprised if that happens, because I'm not I'm not an expert at this at all. Would I like to be? Sure. Am I there? Not yet. So, having said that, let's get into this. All right, here we go, Gavin. So, first glass is the Evan Williams glass. It's not really strong on the nose. I mean, typical bourbon notes with the vanilla and the caramel. So a little bit of caramel on that. I would say probably not the foolproof. I'm not really going to guess on the proofs because, like I said, these range from mid 90s. Then the bottled bond's 100, and the foolproof is 125. So I'm not going to really try to guess which one's which there. So the flavor on the palate is really good, but one thing I noticed is the finish doesn't last very long, and there's a little bit of and maybe this is just today because I know I like all of these. The finish on this one for me is a little bitter. I kind of like a little bit bitter in my drinks, but this one's coming off a little off to me tonight. So let's try this number 2 in the Hard Truth glass. So on the nose, I'm getting about the same thing that I got on the first one. maybe a little bit stronger on the vanilla, maybe a little bit more on the oak. Mm. The start is sweeter. It's got really good caramel flavor. Maybe a little bit of brown sugar, or maybe maple syrup. That's really good. It is considerably warmer than this, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is the full proof. Like I said, I'm not trying to guess all that. Just trying to put them in order. I'll try that again. Mm. Yeah, it's really got a little heat. It doesn't. The finish goes longer. Um, I don't get. I still get a little bit of that, but I'm not so sure that off. But I'm not so sure that that's not residual from the first one, because this one, after a while, as it finishes, it does leave me, feeling better than I did on the first one. As of right now, I would put this one in the lead over this one. So let's check out number 3. It's not surprising to me that since these are pretty much all, they're probably all the same mash bill, just different ages, um, and different proofs. Um, that the nose is pretty much the same so far on all 3 of these. Now the start on this one is a little bit sweeter. Get a little bit of fruit on that one. Can't really place the fruit, but it tastes like there's a little bit with the other stuff that was going on the first 2. It feels like there's also a little bit of type of fruit juice in there. But I can't really narrow it down. I can say safely that it's not a citrus or an apple juice, but possibly a berry juice of some kind. I will say on the palate and on the finish that this one is. I honestly thought, because I still think this one is the full proof. I honestly thought that this one would be in the lead, but overall, I think for the overall experience so far, I'm leaning toward this one. So right now, I'm looking at 3, 2, and then 1. Let's try the last one in the Heaven Hill. Same on the nose. I am getting a little bit of fruit on the nose now. I don't know if that may be skewed because of this, but okay. I don't know. Maybe my proof dart might be a little off because this is tasting a little hot too. I'm wondering if maybe this is the full proof, and I could be wrong on this one. Hmm. I will say though that of the 4, I kind of like this one. I mean, I don't like it as much as these 2 in the center. I do like it more than this. I'm going to go back through these the other way after I get a little bit of water. Could you hook me up with just a little bit of water so I can wash out a little bit? Thanks, babe. Okay, let's do this real quick. Mm. Okay, so on first pass through, I'm going to say that we're looking at um, the one I like the most. That would be number 2. That'd be number 3, and that'd be number 4. And I will, when I'm all done, I will arrange those to 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start on this end. That one's still kind of sitting in the same place. The palate is kind of bland. Now, when I say kind of bland, like I said, I know I like all the 1792s. In comparison to the other three, this one's kind of bland. Doesn't have that off flavor on the finish like this one did. But I'm still placing that just okay. All right, go back to this one. Considerably warmer than this one. At the same time, it does, so the heat kind of builds on that when it starts out, and then as it sits and as it finishes, it kind of warms up. The finish doesn't go down. I'm not getting a hug, but I mean in the mid back tongue, it heats up toward the end. Well, that one's not where it was the first time through. Let's try this one. Okay, this is definitely warmer than this one. So I'm still going out that this is the full proof. Now that one gives you a little bit of a hug. Still builds mid back palate. Getting a little spice on the side of my tongue, which I like. Okay. Now, since that one is hotter, I think I'm going to rinse a little bit to give this last one a fair shake. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think with the exception of, I'm definitely going to put this one in last place. I'm going to try, this one is going to be in first place. And then I need to check these two out real quick side by side and get another real quick rinse here. Okay, Heaven Hill glass. Okay, Victor's glass, Heaven Hill. Okay, this is my ranking. The one in the Evan Williams glass is in fourth place. The Heaven Hill glass is in third place. The Mentor's glass is second, and the Hard Truth glass is first. So I'm going to go one at a time. I'm going to ask my lovely assistant over here if she will hook me up and let me know what we got. So the one in fourth place, my least favorite of the four, is the Evan Williams bottle. Which one, or glass? Which one is that?
Small batch.
Okay, so that is the Evan Williams small batch. I don't know. Maybe I'm a proof hound. I don't know. But yeah, last place, Evan Williams small batch. or Evan Williams glass. 1792 small batch. Okay, so the third place is in the Heaven Hill glass. What is that?
Single barrel.
Single barrel. Now that surprises me. I thought the single barrel would be in second. Okay. Apparently, I am a little bit of a proof hound because I honestly think this goes from lowest to highest on the proof. Okay, second place, the Michter's glass.
Bottled and bond.
Bottled and bond. I was right. That's the next to highest proof. Apparently, I am a proof hound. And obviously, then that means that the Hard Truth glass is the foolproof. Yeah. If anything, I would say that this is kind of at least proof in my book with 1792, not with all of them, because Michter's, they their regular releases are low proof, but they pack some good flavor. But I guess when it comes to the 1792, at least for me, it's better the higher you go in proof. Now that's just me. That's not necessarily you. I know that Gavin, you said that the 1792 was a little hot for you, and that's cool. But having said that, maybe you'd like that bottled and bond. And if you want, I can hook you up. I can send you a sample of this, and we'll see what you think. And if you want, I'll even send you some of the other two as well. Okay, so there you have my take on these four 1792s. If there's anything that you guys would like to see me blind, if you see anything behind me that you want me to blind against other things, let me know. Send me a comment, and if there's anything that I don't have, I'll do my best to get it, and we'll take care of that. So if you would. It's great for the channel, and it makes me feel good if you guys would subscribe and like and share. And if you want to see more of my content and want to make sure you don't miss any, after you subscribe, click on that bell and click where it says all, and it will let you know anytime I post something new. So until next time, enjoy your 1792. Hope that hooked you up, Gavin. And if you guys want to see anything else, let me know. Love you guys. Cheers.